Welcome. Today I will be paraphrasing, summarizing, and sharing on the October 30th readings of Courage to Change and a Little Time for Myself. We'll begin with the Serenity Prayer and 3 mindful breaths. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. Begin with a little time for myself. I'll just take a moment to look it over. The question of the day is, how can I challenge myself to make room? That's not what it says. It says, how can I challenge myself to make more or better use of Al-Anon's conference-approved literature? And as expected, the passage is about CAL, conference-approved literature, and how there's no one particular author in any of the conference-approved literature that everyone can possibly participate. CAL helps us to see ourselves and our world differently, and there are so many different forms of CAL. There are the daily readers, there are pamphlets, there are bookmarks, and there are others. There are audiobooks, there's the forum. I haven't seen a forum lately. That's the Al-Anon magazine. And they can all be very helpful. Today's reminder is telling us that even when we read the same thing over and over, we always find something new to learn, and I definitely find that. The quote is from How Al-Anon Works for Families and Friends of Alcoholics. And it's again reiterating the fact that when we hear the Al-Anon message over and over again in different forms, it aids our recovery. So how can I challenge myself to make more or better use of Al-Anon conference-approved literature? I make pretty good use of it. I guess maybe I could refer to it more often, like the other literature. Like I know I do videos on these 2 books every day, but I have other conference-approved literature that I don't reference as often. Maybe I could try to remind myself to reference them more frequently. But overall, I love my conference-approved literature. I think I'm doing an okay job with it. How can you challenge yourself to make more or better use of Al-Anon conference-approved literature? It's good stuff. We'll move on to Courage to Change. I'll take a moment to look it over. This reading is about gratitude, and it starts off by talking about how this person came to Al-Anon meetings and noticed that people were grateful. They were even grateful to the alcoholic in their life, and this person was baffled by that. But then they realized that many of the people in Al-Anon say that they're grateful because they learned so much about themselves and they grew such a strong connection with their higher power because of what brought them there, which is a lot of times alcoholism or some kind of substance abuse. And, we all say, or you've probably heard it said before, that we're grateful members of Al-Anon, and that gratitude, as it says in today's reminder, practicing gratitude helps us to be more joyful. And the quote is from One Day at a Time in Al-Anon. We can always look within ourselves to find light and gratitude in any situation we're in. That's great. And gratitude is a huge part of my life. Absolutely one of the biggest parts of my life, truly. I am grateful for everything. I think I'm grateful for everything, and I'm always striving to always see gratitude and also to come from a place of love rather than fear. Those are my two things. And I feel like gratitude helps me be motivated by love rather than fear. We'll close out with the serenity prayer and 3 mindful breaths. Here we go. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. Thank you so much for joining me today. I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Sending you love. Take care.